Hi guys, welcome back to another GGF mod video. Now today we're going to be taking a quick look at one of our recent builds, our Midnight Grey in-wind D-frame 2.0 build. Now you've probably seen this around the net. We'll just jump in and we'll go over the hardware we used. So of course we've gone with the in-wind D-frame 2.0. We've loved these D-frames in the series. We had the original standard one. We've done two builds on those before. We've done the D-frame mini, and now they've released their brand new 2.0. It does come at a hefty price tag of around $1,800 Australian. What else can I say about it? It does have, the top bit is the main difference. You can actually pull a little lever here, pull a lever there, and this whole top bit can come off. I have painted it. The original one is a nice sort of real metallic gold color up the top, and it does come with orange rubber bits and sort of orange aesthetics. Now I wanted to completely change that. I've never really done an all black and grey build, so I wanted to go all out and do something a little bit different I haven't done before. And also this bit here was the same sort of gold as this top bit here. So yeah, did that. Also painted the power supply. Now the case does come with the 1065 watt power supply. That was sort of a real rough sort of silvery raw material, which did look really nice, but I did paint it black to sort of match it with the rest of the theme. Motherboard wise, I had to go with the MSI X99 carbon. Well, didn't have to, but I reckon for this theme, this was really the only board out there that just completely matched everything with this build. Now with the X99 carbon GODLIKE, now this board is a monster. It comes with a bit of a monster price, but you get a lot with it. You get the AC wireless, you get support for quad, SLI, quad, crossfire. You got all the Mystic lighting, which I'll show you later on. That is really cool with the motherboard, can do all that stuff. Dual gigabit NICs, you've got your U2 M.2 on board, normal M.2 on board, and a heap of other things. So that is a really nice board, and you can see it in there. It just blends in nicely. MSI were also nice to send me the MSI bridge. This isn't a high bandwidth, it's just a standard LED one. I did theme that up to match the rest of the build, just painted the bits there. It's all metal. The only bit of plastic is where the light comes through, obviously. Now I did make this RGB, it's not on now. I opened it all up, cut up an LED strip, stick it behind it. That is RGB, but really I think RGB on this case just doesn't really work that well. I've also got an RGB strip underneath, but to me, I just like all the lights off. The only color I do like with this is red. I do have the Mystic lighting set normally with red, and then I have this lightning running all through the board, which is white. That does look really cool as well. Video card wise, we've got three GTX 980s. When I did this post originally on Facebook, I had three 980s. I did have a couple spare going in other builds, but I thought, what the heck, let's go with four. Everyone knows there's not too much performance increase going from 3 to 4. I think 3D Mark Firestrike, you get about 1,000 extra, 1,500. That's not too much, but I think for sort of the badass aspect, 4 just looks absolutely awesome. Cable wise, we went with the Cablemod, sponsored a heap of their, I made up a grey and black set for this one. Can't really see them too much, but I really wanted to make this, clean this up. I did originally have all the 4 cables joined together and go around, but I decided to go each one go behind the video card next to it, just to clean it up. And then down the bottom, you got the 24 pin, which you can really see. I guess the cable you can see the most here are your 2 EPSs, a 4 and an 8 to drive this motherboard. RAM wise, we've gone with Hyperx Predator. This is the older Predator. I know Hyperx has some newer Predator DDR4. It is lower profile. This is the older stuff, which I love. It's really high, and it gives you a sort of a carbon look once you look directly on. It kind of looks like carbon fiber. I've used this from a previous build, so that's really nice. That's 32 gigs there of 2400, I think. As for the water cooling, I've gone all Bitspower, of course. I mainly have all Bitspower stuff, except for the radiators. I've gone with EK rads. I think with the radiators for this build, EK rads just went in really good. I did repaint them. The final finish of the EK black is nice, but it kind of had a bit of a gloss to it. So I actually just repainted those black, matte black again, to try and flatten them down a bit. But I do like how the EK rads are very square. They're not rounded, whereas the Bitspower ones have like a little bulge on the face, just the way they're designed. And of course the EK ones are sort of the best performing rads you can actually get. These ones here are awesome. So doing 4-way, the CPU having these rads does work out really good. As for fans, I also went with the EK. I went first time using the Vata fans. These are the white ones. I did go with the grey ones only because I was doing black and grey. I thought, sweet, the fans would go awesome with this grey. Grey was completely off. Couldn't get a grey to match the grey on the EK fans. So I ended up actually painting the EK fans the same grey. I think that turned out really good. The fans can come apart so easily. You just got to remove the little sticker on the back. You push like a little locking washer, pop that off, and then the whole center comes out. So I painted all those, put them back together, and you can see they sort of, if that's in focus there, they sort of came up really nice, perfect grey. I guess the biggest issues I had was painting the rubber. Painting rubber is nearly impossible. I couldn't find a rubber paint. Every time these feet sort of move and warp, it just cracks. So I try not to move that around too much. But yeah, apart from that, what else did I do? Added the pass-throughs to go through the back. You probably notice a lot of my builds, pass-throughs will always go somewhere. I normally feed them to a sidewall or to the back. And this one I just added. I didn't really want to sort of defect the case by hacking it up. There was already slits for cables in the back of this D-frame. It's got this really thick motherboard plate, so I just cut out a little plexi sort of cover panel to go over that long strip of holes. Then I just tapped some little screw holes, secured that on, and then I just put the pass-throughs through the plexi plate, and then they don't actually need to screw into the case, they just go through the gap already, so that's really nice. We'll just turn this on and we'll have a look. I actually haven't plugged in the power in the front. Let's say that's the OC engine, turn that off. All right, so that's it there. So it's not too loud. The EK ones, I think I got the F3, the 1800 RPM, so they're not too bad, but I really love the static pressure of the EK fans there. Like nearly double, triple pretty much any fan out there except for the Noctua fans. But yeah, that's it, sort of running there. And yeah, as you can see, sponsors for this InWin, MSI, Bitspower, Hyperx, and Cablemod, and I went with the midnight grey sort of theme, and that's what I called it. So anyway, yeah, hope you enjoyed this build. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more mod videos.